so glad to be here in Syracuse to help you kick off a marvelous weekend.
So tomorrow, Georgia Tech take on Clemson Tigers. West Virginia take on Pittsburgh. Miami will take on South Florida. Stanford take on Boston College. California take on Minnesota. And Virginia Tech will take on ODU tomorrow for Saturday's slate games. Very electrifying.
As the Bulls look to start their season by beating 3 consecutive ranked opponents.
Welcome back to Syracuse, New York.
At Florida in that environment, they will be a formidable opponent for Carson Beck and that Miami football club.
Flag comes in as Winston.
It's a flag already.
Now another flag comes in. It's getting a little
Another flag. Oh boy.
Fatim Diggs, Fadil Diggs' younger brother, out there in coverage. Fadil Diggs, last year's star defensive player for the Orange, now on the practice squad for the New Orleans Saints after being a 7th-round pick. His younger brother getting a chance here.
Return, holding, return team, number 82. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. Correction, half the distance to the goal. First down.
That's Chief Montalvo, number 82, the guilty party. And so that'll back Colgate up.
We're in the lead by 42 points.
The fact that South Florida went into Gainesville and got a win week 2. That's the best environment you played in on the road when you were at Florida State?
Most definitely the toughest, the loudest environment, most intimidating environment. To be able to go in there and get a win. I've played 3 games in that environment as the opponent, 1-1. It is very difficult to do. And so for those guys to be able to go down there and do that, they feel like they can go to Miami and win that football game, which makes it that much more interesting. And you got to remember, these are kids that played against and with one another in high school.
No doubt. The running back is Cole Fulton. Stern throwing it near sideline over the head of Trayvon Saunders, who looked over his right shoulder, then his left shoulder, never could locate it as Ibn McDaniels was with him stride for stride. Clock stops at 9:03 of the third quarter. All Syracuse all night, 45-3 our score, as the Orange looking to improve to 2-1 on the young season before the start of ACC play next week against Clemson. Again, folks here in Central New York will be watching that game against Georgia Tech tomorrow to see if the Tigers get that offense going and what they might look like in week 4 against SU. Over the middle, the big man, the big target, Mason Mozo, all 6'5", 250 pounds of him. He was a high school wrestler back in Jacksonville, Florida. That's just his 3rd career reception, and it picks up 7.
And a good job by the big fella, taking on that contact and continuing to hold on to that football. James Hurd brought the heat on that play, but Mozo was able to hold on to it.
So 3rd down and 3. Good look at Sterney, the kid from Chicago. He did play week 1 against Monmouth, now week 3 against Syracuse, and he's got a first down to Trayvon Saunders. And gets some yards after the catch.
And that again is what makes Saunders such a dangerous player. Not his ability to catch the ball, but what he's able to do after the reception. Yards after contact. You see right there, he breaks the tackle. He's got that shake in him, and he's a fall forward receiver. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he always tends to fall forward.
And he is closing in on becoming the all-time receptions leader in the illustrious history of this Colgate program that dates back to the late 19th century. Sterney on the rollout had his running back.
It wouldn't have been necessary, but that's going to be the good memory.
Once again, making a play for the Orange.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz and picking up the stun on that play. I don't know if Sterney necessarily had to sprint outside the pocket. Maybe that's the way the play was designed, but he had the opportunity to sit in the pocket on that play and look down the field.
Major now next to his quarterback. He'll go out into the flat. Sterney checks it off. Finds Reed Swanson. But for maybe a gain of 1, Demetrius Samuel on the tackle.
And good coverage recognition by the Syracuse defense. There are a lot of crossing routes and a lot of mesh routes on that play. They were able to decipher what the receivers were doing and keep everyone covered up.
So now in 3rd and long, You bring in Brown, you bring in Tremble. Tremble as the Sam, continuing to emerge as a two-way player, recruited as a tight end, now playing both tight end and linebacker. On 3rd and 9, Sterney down the right side has a man, and it's that big target. In stride, Reed Swanson.
I did not have him blocked into. I got perfect.
Flags down, and we got a sense of what's to come on an open mic.
And on that play, Deuce Chestnut had the opportunity to get over. He didn't get over in time to cover that up. He had the bracket over the top coverage on that play, but you've got to make the decision early. You've got to be able to read and see where the matchup advantage is for the offense and get to that side of the field.
Week 1 down in Atlanta, Jamie Tremble played 15 to 20 reps defensively. But Fran Brown said last week, you know, let him keep learning. Didn't play him on defense at all. Wanted him to play some more on defense tonight. He played some linebacker in high school as well, so it's not foreign to him. But there's still a lot to learn. Take the handoff. Now the shovel pass. Saunders gets drilled at the 25-yard line by Barry Buxton III. Young man out of Santa Barbara City College, grew up in San Diego. It's a 5-yard gain for Colgate.
And a creative way to get Saunders the football with the shuffle pass. When you've got a dynamic player like Saunders, you're going to find ways to get into football, whether it be the jet sweep action, whether it be the shuffle pass, whether it be putting them in the backfield.
Matt Fogler, another big target, number 88 for Colgate, down at the bottom of your screen. On 2nd down and 5. Quick strike over the middle. Got that man again. Still on his feet. Saunders is a handful. Finally stopped by Buxton.
You see Saunders on the crossing route. Once again, Sterney. He's able to get the ball out quickly. And it's more of a choice route on that play right there. Saunders is looking and he's seeing where the coverage is. And when he dissects the coverage and diagnoses where the coverage is going to be over the top, he goes the opposite direction.
This is Colgate's 2nd trip to the red zone tonight. They have no points. Toss play to Shaven. Tries to stiff arm his opponent. James Hurd went down, but he ultimately forced the running back out of play.
And a good drive so far by Colgate. They're using their dynamic player Saunders, but every now and then they're getting the ball to other playmakers on the outside. We've seen Swanson make a big play for him. We've seen Mozo make a big play for him in this drive. Now Shaven.
Defense has 6 new players on the field for Syracuse on 2nd down and 8. The 11th play of the drive for the Gate. Into the end zone. Got a man. But
It is complete.
on the receiving end, Saunders looked over one shoulder and the football was over the other.
That comes with work.
4:41 remains in the 3rd quarter.
And that's route recognition as well.
It's almost 9:30. The next.
And I think Saunders just lost the football on that play. It looked like Sterney was going to the back of the end zone on a corner route, and Saunders cut that route short.
Cole Fulton back in at running back, number 28. Jariah Sawyer also out there, a senior wide receiver. And before the snap, timeout called by Syracuse.
Timeout, Syracuse. Their first of the half. Media timeout.
Kurt Fitzgerald and his Colgate Raiders with an extended drive trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight inside the JMA Dome.
We'll be right back on either side. Don't you go anywhere.